Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Sith Menu Podcast. It's your host, Dr. Dana Martin. And with me tonight, I have Zane and Andrew. Welcome, gentlemen, and thank you for joining the show. How are y'all doing tonight?
Now this is podcasting.
What in the hell? Dude, I said don't ever say it again.
Should I say my joke that was well received?
You have jokes?
All right. Yeah. All right. Fine.
All right, now you've got the setup. The room
Yeah.
is yours. I've killed it thoroughly. Go.
I said, for those watching, I said to Zane, I said, that Thrawn picture made me think of when I met Zahn.
Which is
And
cool.
Dana died laughing pre oh. Dana died laughing.
Yeah, dude, because Zane's response.
Now the joke just sounds lame, so I'm going to do this.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, now this is cornball. That's right, Spooky. I don't even know what that is, actually.
Hello there.
Cornball.
General Star Wars Nerd 00.
Listen.
You are a boy.
Linda, listen. Here.
Linda? Who the heck is Linda?
Linda, listen, Linda. Listen. Honey.
Tonight, we're going to... Okay, so this is how it went down. I thought, oh my gosh, I saw a video of the show that was talking about Star Wars Galaxies. So I got interested in it again a couple weeks ago and started trolling around here and there and found out that, yeah, in fact, a few years ago, a server I joined is still around for Star Wars Galaxies. And I just love the game and always have, and thought it was amazing. And that surely there's other people that would feel the same way as I. I was watching videos after I had sent out the show, which I already waited till the last minute.
Yeah.
And who's going to join tonight, guys? Is it just going to be me talking about this game that nobody knows about? When it was released, $16.1 million in the first year, and that was back in 2003 or whatever.
Hey, this Angel kid's really funny.
Unheard of. That's insane.
Spit on my Dominion is my favorite one.
You know, maybe I can get a hashtag that on a t-shirt for Sith Dominion.
Oh my hashtag spit on my Dominion.
Spit on my TSD book.
Oh
all right.
My gosh.
I forgot. What was I even? Oh, the game. So then I'm watching these videos and they tell me like 2000, like it's a 20-year-old game. And I'm like, the two people
you're old
that are probably going to be on the show tonight are barely that old.
Hey,
I'm exactly that old.
I got an extra year.
Nobody's played this game.
I was born. See, I was supposed to be born in 2004, but I wasn't born until I was supposed to be born in July of 2004, and I was born in May of 2005.
Congrats.
No, I'm kidding.
Take a sip break.
Hey, listen. Folks, this is an announcement that Dr. Dana hasn't said yet. We're at 96 subscribers. We're 4 away from 100. If we hit 100 during this live stream, he will spit on your book, Spooky Jawa.
This is official, coming from the
official. Dana said this pre-show.
He said this pre-show.
Yeah, he said it on pre-show.
You're killing me. No, I did not say that on pre-show. That wasn't never a thing. So, just because it popped up in my feed, the server was shut down back in 2010.
That's pretty convenient.
And in 2010, yeah, I took some pictures before I had it shut down, and I just need to learn still how to share my.
All right, Dan Paul, you can do it.
It's okay. Take your time.
Take your time. It's all right. I'll take another sip. I'll take another sip break.
All right. So, Gavin Darklighter, hero of the Republic and the EU.
On stream.
In Legend. But I made my own like my greeter. I dressed him. I dressed him and I named him, and it was awesome.
I brushed his hair.
But I never thought that like this is a greeter in my house. Like this was a thing. You would get floor plans for a house. Thank you.
Wow.
You get a floor plans for a house, and build. You'd have to get the materials. You'd build it in a town, in a settlement that has a mayor that you vote on. That's all citizen driven, all player participant driven. Your code of conduct and code of ethics or whatever within the town is totally up to you because you're the ones making the rules in this like total sandbox game. I had a couple accounts where, and I would share the house, or I'd have 2 or 3 houses for different things, where this one is storage for all the moisture that I farmed or all the ore I'm mining or whatever. And then my other dude is not a miner, he's a crafter. Then I have my bounty hunter that reaps the benefit of all this. And it was so time consuming, but it was so fun and engaging. So this was a big in the center. I don't know, I don't remember now what it was, Theed. But you jump out there and you can see the big old nasty ATST there, and you see all the. I mean, this is probably 100 plus people trying. Server would start to crawl, but it was so much fun, man. Here's Millennium Falcon. That's my character meditating. This is Talon Card. I didn't create him, but if you do know about the EU, you know of Talon Card, Smuggler, Mara Jade. Wedge Antilles right next to his X-Wing. And there was the Falcon taking off. We have Princess Leia. Farewell.
That's a Millennium Falcon.
So this is where I was standing as everything was dying. Like it was like you've seen those videos with Halo where it's like all of a sudden no one's in the server anymore.
I've seen them with Club Penguin. It was
dude. No, Club Penguin. So this was us all sitting here, and she tells us farewell, and Chewie and Han and her take off. Yeah. It was too bad 15 years ago they killed this game, man.
Well, you know, it came out a year after.
Getting scrapped. Yeah, what?
SWTOR, the best Star Wars game.
Yeah. No, this dude.
Period.
No way, man.
Man, look, it's just too bad that the whole fleet got scrapped.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
I definitely did not read the comment.
Yeah, man, it was tough. Like, I know that sounds silly, but when you invest, you know, if you've invested in games, Minecraft, Fortnite, the first time the wipe happened, like people were like, like it was painful.
Hey, I saw a post the other day of a mom that to punish her son, he had spent 5 years building a Minecraft world server thing, and she deleted the whole thing.
That's child abuse.
And, well, yeah, and the mom was like, "Oh, he's ridiculous," da da da. And people were like, "That kid invested 5 years of his time into this, and you wiped it away like that."
Like that's psychological. Abuse.
I mean that takes a toll. There's connections that you build there.
It's like being a podcast host and having a bunch of 20-year-olds run away with the show. It just happens. No, I'm just
fine.
That's all I had tonight, guys. I mean, no one knows about the game. Y'all are already talking about some of the game.
Gotta get better at interrupting. So
but honestly, for Galaxies, I wouldn't like. I'd bet there's probably some private servers. Like we could totally.
100%. And I wanted to talk about it, so I will.
Yeah, let's get into it.
The
what kind of private are we talking about here?
So, gosh, I have an account on one, and I need to bring it up, but I'll do that next time, maybe.
Like we should,
but totally I can't install anything else, huh?
We should totally all play it sometime.
Yeah, right. You can't just jump in and play it like that.
I put hundreds of hours into SWTOR. I can put some hours into Galaxies.
Let me look up if it's even available to buy.
So the economies are, they vary like SWTOR does, but on per server or whatever. However, the way that the economies worked here, it was 100% controlled by the players. And so on one server, ore was randomized, drops or whatever for people to mine and all the stuff and things. But this one particular ore may be 1,500 credits as opposed to 70 credits, like that big of a difference. And the sway was just how the economy was being driven by the miners of the of the ore on the other server. Like it was insane how this all played out. Yeah, I mean the wedding invasion was the greatest thing. And Spooky, I think we talked about the wedding invasion on your show. Go check out Spooky's channel. I was on there with Clone Commander, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we talked about that, and he remembers. I was telling him the story about us coming down the hill and raiding, and he totally remembered that. That was cool. All right. Anyway, super fun.
Man, the memories I have playing this game, though, just
unsurmountable.
Crazy. I know. It just wow. Just
all right.
Crazy. Never played it before. Never even heard of it till the show. Actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Are you being honest? You'd never heard of this game until
I had never heard of it ever.
It looked
really
fun.
I know I'm a fake fan, so makes Dana look more fun.
I had a teacher.
To find that list. If you're interested, just go just on YouTube, not right now, or grab another tab because you want the points for the loyalty.
Outcast. It was with Outcast Cantina. Not Clone
So EMU is one, SWGMU, and then there's the one I was on that. I think I do have a character still on that, but the one I was on starts with an R. Starts with an R. Restoration. Yes, Star Wars Galaxy Restoration, and that's just swgr.org. And I started an account there, but I haven't really played with it yet. Yeah. And 100% because they love the game. It was so good. It was with Outcast Cantina. There you go. Yep. Thank you.
Don't worry, I'm signing up right now.
I'm in an OG, by the way. OG. What? I don't know what that means.
Like original gangsta.
Yeah, I know what that means. So
an OG is been a long time viewer.
Yeah, you can play Chiss, right?
Yes.
That's all that matters to me.
Yes, you can. So yeah, here it is.
I officially have an account.
I'll see. What?
They remembered.
Don't worry about that name. That's an old name. Don't worry about that. Don't.
That.
HK and.
So yeah, I guess. Do I have a character? Like, what do you?
I want to play. What's the website?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I haven't done this. I had just grabbed this, but anyways. So yeah, these servers are alive and well, and people are still modding them and updating them. They have
a Discord.
Yeah.
Zane's already in it. He's already a mod.
Oh yeah.
They have like elections and whatnot to positions to make sure that I guess things stay cool and free and awesome. But anyways, yeah. Restoration.
What's the website?
SW. Hold on. SWG.
You can just share it to me, I guess.
I'm gonna put it in the scroller.
I don't know what a scroller is.
Oh the scroller.
You're so young. You don't even.
Yeah, young buck. Hey, you only got a year's seniority over me. What you talking about?
There you go. That is the Star Wars. What did I say it was?
Star Wars Galaxies Restoration.
Restoration. There you go.
Yeah, I've already made an account. I'm in the Discord. Connected my Discord to the.
Oh wow. Yeah, man. It's cool. All right, cool. We'll be done with that. So yeah, it really is a kind of sad story in that the partnership between LucasArts and Sony was a difficult one because there was a lot of back and forth with how the game should evolve. You had WoW coming out, and the ultimate kind of kick in the gut for the game was the retooling of the entire class structure and they or character structure, and they turned it into a class structure. So just like WoW, like everything, your play, how the gameplay was, everything was just wow. How it looked, turn base had changed to where it above the head like WoW. Like everything looked like WoW. So if you liked WoW, you could make the easy transition to a reskinned WoW game. And we were talking in Spooky and I in the pre-show about hunters. And that was a shame that it was, we've talked about it on this show too before, it was let go. It was a fun game. And what I felt when I played it was that I was in Star Wars playing a game kind of like Overwatch in Rivals. I wasn't playing Rivals in a reskinned where it just looks like Star Wars. Like I felt like it was very Star Warsy. And that's what SWTOR does for me. Feels very Old Republic-y, Star Warsy.
Let's go.
That's what Galaxies did for me. Feels very OG Star Wars. OG Star Wars. There it is. Yeah, just hit. Sorry. Hello.
Grandpa, I think it's time for bed. Have you taken your medicine?
Yeah. Daddy's taking his medicine right now. We'll pause for station identification and announcement of our sponsor of this segment of the show. It is brought to you by the Whistler Irish Whiskey.
You have to do it in that voice, you know. Welcome.
I do. You got a problem with it? I'll take you out back and I'll show you. What do you think about that, huh?
What in the Scottish Irish?
On my side,
I know.
By Jameson. Triple. I don't know what it's called.
Dr. Pepper.
It's triple distilled.
My favorite doctor.
Oh. That hurts.
Oh, I didn't even. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
You know what?
He put himself in timeout but he knew what he was doing.
It's fine. Well, I will talk with our backstage producer, Debbie.
Don't let him know. Yeah.
Okay.
Spit on my book. All right. So yeah, it was a shame that went away. That kind of led me down a rabbit hole looking at 1313 again and understanding that George always did have a desire to create more story around the politics, which he was able to do in Phantom Menace, setting it up in Phantom Menace, and really was able to put some of that more in view in the prequel trilogy. But the seedy underworld, Boba Fett kind of thing, he wanted to expand on that and never got a chance to. We talked about so I still haven't played Outcast, right? Outworld, Outcast, Westworld. What's the name of the new
Westworld?
Westworld is a TV show.
Yeah, no, but I don't remember the name of that stupid
Outlaws.
game.
Star Wars Outlaws.
Outlaws. No.
All right, I think it's time.
The new one?
Yeah, it's called Outlaws.
Yeah.
I think Grandpa needs to take his medicine and go to bed.
Yeah. It's
Nobody
okay. We'll
wants
take it from here.
game. Like we thought we wanted that game, and what we got was not what we wanted.
Well, we wanted the game, and then as soon as we saw the trailer, we realized that as much as we want it, they don't know what they're doing.
No, what happened is we wanted the game. Star Wars did not want the game. No, they wanted the game. Hasbro didn't want the game. That's what happened. I didn't play the game, so
that, and they charged like $139 for full access to the game.
Jeez.
What?
For pre-order, you could get it like a week early. You got a bonus mission, part of the season pass or whatever it was. It was like the ultimate bundle, but It was $139.
Funny thing about getting a game early is, yeah, it seems cool, but after that week, everyone has it, and it's like you spent however much extra money just for a week extra's worth of play.
And really, in the scope of your life, is it worth $15 to
Exactly.
Because honestly, like, do we need a sidebar and talk about this? And maybe this is a discussion that I really don't think we've had, is kind of the state of the game economies, how we pay for games and how we upgrade games and the content, get more content of the same game that's how old now? 15 years old, roughly. 12 years old, Zane?
Which
SWTOR?
one? SWTOR came out in 2011, so yeah, December.
That's a long time, man. And for the game to still be going on, you still have to pay people as the studio, as the developing. Your offices have to stay open and pay electricity. Like, you've got to maintain a game a long time, first of all, to break even. Secondly, to make money, and two, make enough to be able to continue to push out content that people will continue to buy. That being said, I came from a place where you buy the game once, you play it over and over and over and over again, and you go back and you play it again. I evolved, though, through, okay, now you get, what? Star Wars Galaxies. Okay, this big MMORPG, this big world. Yes, we had RuneScape and some other Mystic, or not Mystic.
I love RuneScape.
Yeah, RuneScape was one of them, and some others. But this was a huge one. I mean, 16 million in a year was unheard of at that time.
Oh.
So here we have this brand new thing that I was all excited about. I paid money for, but now you want to keep playing. You can stay at this level 20, but if you want to progress further in the game, you're going to have to pay us a subscription. A what? So now I have to, as an adult, figure out, a father and husband with responsibilities, figure out how I'm going to spare $14.95 a month.
Yeah.
$14.95 a month back then. And I did. I paid $14.95 a month until I couldn't, and then I wouldn't. But that was my introduction. Like, I evolved with that. Mm-hmm. Atari 2600 to that. And it was a world that I don't think anyone of our generation was ready for. Now, you fast forward from that moment, just even a decade, that's status quo. You don't, for now, though, you don't even buy the damn media. You just buy a card that says you can download the media. So when I say this is my experience and I'm really chapped about it, I'd love to hear you guys tell me, okay, well, but we were birthed into this. Maybe we're okay with a certain level of that. You tell me, how do you guys come up from that? And how do you view it?
Yeah, I mean, I know you were talking about SWTOR, so I'll get on that first. They do it easily the best way. You subscribe for a month. All the DLC from previous ones are unlocked on your account forever. Anything new, you have to subscribe again to unlock it. But everything previous, at least in content sort of form, so any story, that you unlock all of that. That is the best way. But now, I think with a lot of these, what's happening now is everything's turning to a live service game. That's what's going up and that's what's going. And with these live service games, no one wants to play or pay money for the actual game itself. You know, someone's up. Nowadays, we have these studios still need to make money. You know, look at Overwatch. Overwatch used to be you pay for it, and they had a great game. They had a great amount of customizations. They had loot boxes. It worked. But you had to pay for the game, and it didn't have as much users as it does now. And that's just because it's free. Free, try them, so everyone's going to play a game when it's free. So these subscriptions, these season passes, these battle passes, sadly are the norm. But, I mean, I'm not minded by it because now there are a lot of laws and place that kind of block prohibiting a lot of this content behind a paywall. The only
hello there, Lego Vader. You can keep going. I'm talking to TikTok.
The only good or the only like horrible representation of this is a game that I've already put a couple hundred hours into, which is Destiny 2. Destiny, where you have to pay for a DLC in order to access it, and then they get rid of them. So like Destiny 2 had the Red War and had Forsaken and all of these that came before, and then after Forsaken they did Blind, or I don't remember, but they did a couple of DLCs after, and then they you couldn't replay Red War, you couldn't replay Forsaken, and they just locked everyone out of this content, even though it's a live service game that follows a campaign. And that's kind of the screwy business of this side. It's kind of Sony and Bungie just kind of pushing money. I don't know. It's normal as long as you're not paying extra for content, unless it's like a free game. So like SWTOR again. SWTOR is a free game now. So it makes sense that you should put some money in for a story. It helps go towards keeping it alive. Especially when it's only $14 for 6 different DLCs that'll span you at least 20 to 40 hours.
That's true. And you don't do a lot of gaming. Andrew.
Sorry, I completely zoned out for like the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, because this is the segment where Andrew falls asleep because he doesn't do a lot of gaming.
I'd like to, but I don't. So,
well, here's the good news. Your
laptop
laptop will probably run Galaxies just fine.
Laptop.
You just said you had a laptop with a webcam.
No, see, I have a computer from like 2010 I'm using. No, I'm yeah. I was looking at. I'll probably check out Galaxies.
It's a slow burn, man. Like it's good, and you can write macros. So like you can have it running and then go to work and come back, and you've got tons of XP to go burn and play around with.
That's my favorite part in video games. I love fishing.
I don't remember.
I don't think there's ever been fishing.
I know Toontown had quite the fishing spot. I love me
so
some
much
fishing
on all the Toontown PSs.
Dude, Toontown. I'm a grown ass man. I'm playing Toontown while my kids are napping because I couldn't get on the computer because they were on it. I had to wait till they took a nap to go play Toontown.
It's such a fun
game. Whoa, this looks creepy.
Anyone play Spooky? Did you play Toontown? You know what Toontown is? Oh my god!
Y'all don't know what Toontown is. I'm gonna feel old.
This game look creepy. What the heck?
What game?
Toontown.
Wait, you mean creepy? They have EMUs for that too, emulator servers for that.
Silly
too.
Yeah, I play Corporate Clash. They added like a new gag track and a bunch of like a whole new type of cog, whole new boss. Like it's awesome. More animals to play as.
I like fishing in Animal Crossing. That's fun.
You know where I like fishing? At a real lake.
Yes, a real lake. Well, there's plenty of that. And yeah, let's take a moment. There are a lot of folks that have been touched in a very bad way by all of the rain and flooding in the central Texas hill country communities, panhandle. I mean, it's everywhere in Texas. It's also been in North Carolina a month ago. So,
hey, New Mexico just got hit.
New Mexico?
Jeez.
Yeah.
So with all of this, if you do have the means to help in any way, please, there are many legitimate ways you can help. We did something for where you get cleaning supplies and stuff like that because it's that kind of stuff. And here's a chunk of, instead of just here's cash, you could give them stuff. There's stuff like that you can,
I know y'all want to send your blankets and your pillows, but just send cash.
Yeah, just send cash.
Well, or people know that quote.
So look up Celine Dion and Katrina, and she loses her mind, and she's like, "Somebody get them a kayak or something." They're all gonna try and get them a kayak. She kept saying kayak.
I was quoting
over
Bush.
and over again. Oh, what?
I was quoting Bush.
What?
George Bush.
I know that. What was the quote? Oh my god.
It's the moment's gone.
It's
At this
Leslie
point.
Nielsen, everyone. What?
Moment's gone. So
Is it?
yeah.
Mhm.
Naked Gun. What do you think?
Hey, but
Revival?
Kerrville.
Wrong show. We'll talk about that outside of the show.
Kerrville's only about an hour away from us.
Yeah.
So
It's pretty close.
yeah.
Did you check out the river there in San Marcos, Zane?
I mean, I was driving up to Austin during that, but the river wasn't flooding. They do a really good job at keeping the river in check here. Granted, it runs straight through the middle of town, so but yeah, the river was chilling. Luckily,
The river.
Yeah, I think there's still like, at least in Kerrville, I think there's still 20 or 30 girls that are still missing.
Holy crap.
That sucks, man. I saw a report with these two boys from Camp La Junta in Hunt, Texas. And I saw this. We were just scrolling Charla. Hey, check this out. Oh, man. That dude's shirt. I know that camp. I went to that camp when I was a kid. Yeah.
Wow.
Freaked me out. That was my first concussion. Some kid bully yanked me off the top bunk onto the concrete floor. It was awesome. That's probably what's wrong with me. I mean, I was like 9 years old. All right. Yay, I never went back there. F that place. But not the people that are there. I hope everyone comes out safe. But yeah, that's not okay. And you're trusting your kids with some folks, and something like this happens. Like, they did everything they could to save all those kids, and it's just tough. So if you have the means to help, or in any way you feel like you want to help, there are plenty of opportunities. Just quickly go over to Facebook, and they do vet those things before they post them in Facebook. So yeah, go do that.
Yeah, someone did a
go ahead.
Oh, okay. I said someone did a real sucky thing and posted a fake story about them finding some girls alive, but it turned out to be fake.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So, real sucky thing to do. Who has that much time anyway? Like, dude, it's ridiculous.
People don't have jobs that live with their parents.
Right. Unemployment, final boss.
Yeah, that's right.
Not in a good way.
No.
Yeah.
All right. That's enough downer. Let's talk upper.
Oh, that's what she said.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
You really know how to kill a vibe. That your timing was not impeccable.
Well, you kind of cut out there for a second.
This might be the most uncomfortable moment in the show we've ever had. Thank you, Andrew. I didn't know what. Yes. Banish.
Hey, I got frozen for a second. All right, that's my bad.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh my God, is it really only 8:35? Oh wait, what's today? New billing cycle. I've got all these old episodes I'm still trying to upload, and I can only upload so many hours in a month. And we had 2 weeks where we didn't broadcast, so I would have had plenty of hours to upload old shows, and I just didn't because I was doing my other job. So, all right, games.
Make me
happy. So, one of the games we do talk about a lot is the SWTOR stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to, in just a handful of sentences, you probably go on forever, but just a handful of sentences. Why do you play SWTOR still today? What is it about this game for you that is so drawing? What is it that draws you to this game?
Okay, in as few as words possible. Here we go.
Yeah. We only have an hour and a half.
Fun game.
He's a man of just really robust words, ladies and gentlemen.
But it well, I gotta actually think. It really does a good job of putting you into your character and into the story.
Immersion.
That's
a big word.
A big word for me. But that's mainly the big reason. I don't play a lot of PvP. I mostly just play the story and on multiple accounts, and it does get mind numbing, but it's fun.
Yeah. So I'm not sold, and I love the game. So I put you on the spot.
Got a real English major.
Well, okay, so like the immersion's really good, and it gives you a lot of customization to make you your like own person. You know, you can be almost any alien that we've seen. There are so many ways to customize your build and your attacks and stuff. Especially with the 7.0 update, they reformatted all the combat. So now you can be
hold on. Retooling combat again. Like every freaking update, you have to go in and reassign all your skill points, reassign. Like that got old for me, man. Like I hated that. Sorry, go ahead.
It was because this was like the big update. They had it kept running. They were doing bug fixes, but they hadn't added anything new. With this 7.0, they refurbished everything, and they've been doing really good. But with the new it's not new combat, but you can be a what is it? You could be a Sith warrior, right? Your backstories with Darth Barris or whatever, but you could be a Jedi Sentinel class. You couldn't do that before. Yeah.
You could be a Jedi Sentinel class, but a Sith what?
Yes, you can run the story of a Sith warrior with the abilities of a Jedi Sentinel.
Why would you want to do that?
Well, exactly. But that's what they did. They made it to where it's even more customizable, even more options for your own set of build, whatever you like. Maybe you like more of the light side abilities because they're not all the same. You know,
no.
A Sith sorcerer is not the same as a Jedi whatever. I don't know what that is. Counselor? I don't know. But yeah, a lot of customization, a lot of immersion, and the story is just interesting. I know a lot of people dislike it at times, but yeah, the story is really good. A lot of players still playing, you know.
And who's the studio?
Well, technically it's BioWare, but they're owned by EA.
Yeah. So BioWare, I mean, they were already, I forget, was it Gears of War that they did? What? Mass Effect. Sorry, Mass Effect. So when I loved Mass Effect, I thought the gameplay was different and the choice piece of that was awesome. Having that in Knights of the Old Republic was incredible. Knights of the Old Republic 2. The setting of this game when they said it was going to be this, I have like Facebook posts where I'm like, okay, here we go, and it's just showing my character like we're about to go in for the next 4 hours and just play this stupid game. And Zane, you got addicted to this stupid game.
Yeah.
My apologies. I never should have introduced you, but something tells me you would have found it on your own.
Yeah, definitely would have. Especially since it was free.
Yeah.
To start.
Wasn't for me. I had to buy the game, and then I had to buy a subscription.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And day one with that game, they had all like 30 servers, something crazy, and nothing was working. It was taking forever. They trimmed down the servers pretty quickly when they realized like it was empty. Like no one, the worlds were too big.
I think there's 2 English servers, and that's the biggest amount for a language. And that's maybe 3. I know there's Starforge, Satil Shan, and then maybe one more.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for that, Zane. Andrew,
Mhm.
anything you'd like to add?
We got to get you to play that game. You love
I
it.
love that he's like, I'm not even gonna like. I know he's giving me crap, and I deserve it. No, I don't. No, you're not the whipping boy. Well,
Someone has to be.
someone has to be. Speaking of, where's Cameron? He didn't say where he was. He just said he wasn't. So it's all right.
You can talk. You can talk again. You're allowed to. Oh, I think your mic's cutting out.
Oh, he likes to do that. I told him it was like that Omegle Kermit the Frog when he.
Oh no!
Yeah, no, 100%. He comes on and it's like he's like leaned back and it's this big like. Raw. It's like, what are you doing? Look, yeah, like that. He was sitting like that.
And Dr. doesn't even have his microphone on.
Stop. Oh, and
I can do it like this instead. I know you like it like this.
So Andrew is one not that plays much games. Wait, that I think if you mix all those words together,
Andrew doesn't play a lot of games.
Thank you.
But it's not by choice, it's by
choice.
Yeah, it's more of a I just can't afford a game system.
It is an expensive hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't blessed with it. I shouldn't say I wasn't blessed. That's not what I meant. I didn't have a doctor for a dad saying that makes a ton of money and can just buy.
Okay, I didn't get my doctor.
You want to talk about that?
2 years ago. So
my PC, my past 2 actual computers have been hand-me-downs from him.
Oh,
and they're both.
But you know, it's good stuff.
And if you play your cards right, you'll get this bad boy.
Dude, I'm not complaining. I'm able to run Overwatch just fine on here.
Yeah,
and it's about a decade old, maybe a little more.
This one,
no, I mean, I definitely would play games if I had the opportunity to do so.
But... play your cards right, you may get this one.
That's right. Yeah. See, what happens is if I get a new one, Zane gets a new one. If Zane gets a new one, Andrew gets a new one. Load up Minesweeper, buddy. Let's go. We're starting out from the beginning.
Oh man.
Oh my God. What?
I love how I have literally nothing to add to this. I have nothing to add to this episode other than just.
I didn't lie to you. I said I was only going to talk about the SWG game, for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And really, that we didn't talk about.
That happened. You just loosely white lie. It's a white lie. That's what
it's not a white lie. Things unfolded. Like, difficult. The future is cheap.
So today I went with my
always in motion. The future is
interview, and he had fun. We had sushi, but I stopped by a bookshop. I'm trying to change we stopped by a bookshop, and by we I mean me. I didn't know it was there, but I found it. It was cool. It was like this old bookshop. I was looking for the Star Wars books, and there was nothing, and then I saw 2 books peeking out, and I can proudly say that in our collection now there is X-Wing Wedge's Gambit and X-Wing the next one, book 3.
Bro doesn't remember the title of the book he just bought.
Oh, it's in my car.
Because when you drive, reading is
Well, I mean, I would say it's because I just bought it today, but
but where are you right now?
Not reading?
Not in your car, which means you traversed from said car into your home, yet books remain inside said vehicle.
That is true.
I'm just confused at how they didn't come with you. Are they in trouble?
He forgot about them.
They're in my back seat somewhere. There's the laugh of someone who knows.
Oh my gosh! So when Zane would come visit, Charla's stepmother would tell him, "You want a soda? I need a soda. You want to go get a soda?" And that was let's go to the gas station and fill up your tank. Thank you for coming and seeing us. Let's get a soda, whatever. And shoot, where was I going with that?
You got this.
Just kidding. I said I guess it was maybe 2 times ago or something. And I looked in his car. I was walking him out, helping him put his stuff in his vehicle. I said, I guess Charlotte's not taking you to get a soda because there was no place where anyone could sit in that vehicle anywhere.
It's cleaned up. I don't have a kit in my car right now, so.
Where's your kit?
It's at Thomas's.
So what do you practice on?
Madison's old Yamaha skeleton. Yeah, it's under my care.
Where's the Strike Pro?
In my room back in Houston.
You have 3 different kits,
Yeah.
so you can play
Everywhere.
wherever you are.
Yes.
Is that strategic?
No, I just couldn't fit the other one in my car.
Because his books were taking up too much space.
Yeah, you know me.
Books and QPC cartons. I don't know. You don't even call it QPC. What, quarter pounders? Whatever.
I don't even know what's going on tonight.
No, I
think
told you,
this
man.
it's an alternate dimension. I don't think this is the real us.
I got nothing.
Mm.
Listen, this working 2 jobs is crazy.
You know what? What I'm gonna love is go back when this episode is out in audio version.
It just
so confusing.
It's gonna be so confusing.
Oh, 100%.
Hey, new listeners, just wanted to say welcome to the Sith Dominion. 46.
I love how you say you're listening 47 minutes in, like you're still listening.
Yeah, excuse me. There's nothing about chapters in your. That's too much work. You ain't get chapters.
So it comes unsubscribed. I have no idea what's going on.
Unsubscribe, unsub. Hey, by the way, we're at 96. Hi,
7.
we're 93 subscribers. Can we?
Hey, we're at 92. Now we're at 87.
Now we're
just watching them just fall. Oh my god. So yeah, video games. Video games. We grew up with them. I think there is a right there in you guys' age. There's kind of this sweet spot of a division. I don't want to just play video games, and that's a good thing. I want to do other things. Whereas, right, you guys are at the tail end of, I think, the group of folks that were conditioned to play a lot of video games.
Yeah.
And I saw a photo or a series of photos from a photographer who took a bunch of photos of people just in normal situations holding their phone, like just capturing them in real life. And then he went and removed the phone from their hands. And all the pictures where everyone is just like, it's weird looking. And I think it was on Joe Rogan is where he was talking about it. And he was like, can you imagine if someone tells you we're going to make you addicted to a drug that makes you stare at your hand for 6 hours a day? Would you do it? And well, yeah, the answer is no. But we do. And that's okay, because that's how the empire is gonna take over. We're gonna, yeah, just like that, Andrew.
Just like that. Or not.
There's a dog that looks like he's squatting on the carpet. Just kidding.
Oh wait, wrong way.
You know who I miss? Come on, Debbie. Where's Chewy? Come on, Debbie.
Let's just say Chewy was taken care of. No, I'm kidding. But we haven't seen Chewy in a while, so that's the theory.
Chewy is taken care of by Debbie.
Yes, Chewy is deeply taken care of by Debbie. Because he's always off to the side. Chewy's always off to the side. We hear Debbie say Chewy. We haven't seen Chewy.
Every time we've had a Sith Dominion with her on, Chewy's been
we get plenty of cat brown eye on this show. Yeah.
We used to, but I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know. I would like for her to join, but I think tonight we're talking about video games, and she has zero interest in video games. So, Animal Crossing. She plays Animal Crossing.
Yeah, she plays.
All right. Well, let's
not
talk about video games anymore. Let's talk about something really awesome.
Thrawn. What an interesting guy.
Zahn, what a great guy to talk to.
Honestly, you know what?
Okay, that was a good drop. He was dying to try it again. That was good. Not as good as the first one.
I set him up for it.
Hey, it worked in pre-show. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
No one saw it. Well, that's a lie. People
saw
it in TikTok.
No, they saw this. They saw.
He's such an oh my god. Okay.
Greater than the Gungans.
Maybe. I can't believe. So in pre-show we were asking Zane like, "What's wrong with your camera?" He said, "There's a smudge on it." Then wipe it off. Like it was this whole thing. No, like he just can't wipe off his lens of his camera. I think
the actual lens is like it's on the actual lens.
Is this the one I gave you?
No, I have my own.
That's okay. I have one I can give you. You know,
okay,
like
thank you.
Another one.
Yeah, because it's right in the middle of the camera, so I'm kind of SOL.
Like this.
Well, it's on the bottom. Like it distorts my face and everything. Like, and I can't wipe it off. I don't know why.
How did it even happen? Did you touch the camera?
I thought he would.
I mean, I took my camera.
Wait. Don't answer that question. Actually,
what did you think I did? Come on, right here, right now.
All right, we're gonna shift gears and talk about one of the most controversial things ever in Star Wars.
I love this.
What's up, Woodworks? FO Woodworks. Go check out their site. We got an at your channel there, FO. A couple episodes ago. We'll do it again. You got some cool stuff. It sucks, man. So we were talking, George. We were talking about video games, and I didn't even talk about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. It's like crapped out on my phone, and a lot of folks have problems, and you have to play it on PC, and it sucks because I don't always have time to play that game on my PC. That was one I played since day zero. They had a tower defense game that was a Star Wars based game also.
That was weird.
Yeah, and then they also had kind of like RTS that was that like Halo Wars? It was kind of like the Halo Wars vein. They had a game like Star Wars Commander, I think it was called. That was fun too.
On mobile?
Yeah, on mobile. It was only out for like a year. They tried multiple games like just to reskin these games, tower defense games and whatnot. And I played them because they were fun and they were Star Wars, but you know, it wasn't anything special. I mean, if you go right now to Google Play Store or whatever and just type in Star Wars, you're going to get a handful of games and maybe two that are decent.
You'll see the one that I'm addicted to, which isn't really a game, more of like a gambling.
Star Wars Card Trader?
Yeah, Star Wars Topps Card Trader.
Do you like collecting baseball cards, Star Wars cards, anything, Pokemon, anything like that, Andrew? Do you do any collecting?
I used to. When we lived in Pflugerville, there was a Target that was like right next to my neighborhood, like 2 minutes. And I would buy Pokemon cards like every other day or something, like the packs. And sports cards, Pokemon and sports cards. I had like 6 or 7 briefcases. Oh my gosh. Binders full. Binders full.
Attaché case.
Good grief. I don't know. Words are hard, you know. Full of sports cards. And I have some rares. I have some 1-of-1s, but
listen, I don't play the Star Wars Topps Card Trader game because I did play it for about a month and was about to hit buy on just a $2.99. It's just a $2.99 for right now, only $2.99. I was like, I gotta uninstall this game now. Every day, every time I would have I don't let notifications hit my phone for video games. This I had to because I had to know when I refreshed so I could finish, so I could get the new cards, and then I could stack the cards. Dude, I would highly suggest this game if you like card trading and Star Wars. It's a lot of fun.
And there's a big Discord that I'm in right now that is really helpful, especially for like new people. Just kind of learning the do's and don'ts. There's a lot of trading in the app, so like looking at who you got to be aware of, kind of what's a good trade, what's a bad trade, stuff like that.
Yeah, the trading thing was really cool. And the people that I encountered were like, no, I'm going to go ahead and give you this other one too. Like, because I didn't really know what I was doing getting into the trading, and was like Honest Abe, right? Like, here, take this extra card because I want to give you what that's really worth. There was a really cool community in there too. That Zane introduced me to all that, man. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, now we can move on from video games. Okay. In Star Wars Rebels, outside of Thrawn.
Nope.
You don't even know what I'm gonna ask. Really? Okay. Let me try this again.
You got this.
In Star Wars Rebels.
Okay, I'm here.
Outside of Thrawn.
I was just getting rid of Thrawn, like you said.
Who is the most intriguing character? Dark side or light side? Most intriguing character we were introduced to in Rebels. And I say introduced to because understand this is not EU, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people were introduced to Thrawn through another means, and so that's why I'm exiling him out of this conversation.
What you're saying is Thrawn is the number one. We can all agree.
No, I just know you're going to say Thrawn, and you won't explore anyone else to
Of course I'm not.
Because there is no one else. He's effing Thrawn, dude.
Exactly,
like, what do you want from me? What character, light side or dark side, was most intriguing to you? The Bendu for me is a good example. I thought that was a very intriguing character. I thought it was a dangerous character for a Jedi young trainee to. It was just too much, I think, for him, Ezra, to have to absorb. Maybe. Anyways, Bendu was a cool and intriguing character. I thought there, not Thrawn. Not saying Thrawn isn't, and just we're excluding him. Okay. Thrawn's like, dude, you cannot, no matter what you think you can do not gummy and other things, because your eyes will look like that. Next. What do you think, Andrew?
I had to mute myself there. I mean, Thrawn, of course.
Amen. Amen.
No.
No?
I would go with so Dana's holding us a lightsaber point, and he's basically saying you're not allowed to pick Thrawn, so I would pick Kanan.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he arguably has the best sacrifice in the whole Star Wars.
Really? You don't think Obi-Wan's sacrifice was good, or?
I said one of. I didn't say the best.
Okay. Just
said one of the best.
Yeah, just making sure.
Yeah, that's a pretty good point.
Did make me cry.
Yeah.
So things in these shows feel or don't feel Star Wars, and we've been talking about the video games, right? Like, feel Star Wars or don't feel Star Wars. The first ginormous sacrifice that we saw, in the Skywalker saga was, Anakin. That was huge. He saved his son. He killed the Emperor. It was amazing, knowing he was going to die. That sort of sacrifice became Star Wars essential in storytelling, and you see it in the expanded universe in the books. And I cannot speak for the new canonized books just because I haven't read them. But I'm sure they carried that on because I know some of the authors are fantastic authors, and they will stand by that. But the whole point of understanding sacrifice, we talk ad nauseum through Andor and knowing what that actually means to sacrifice. It means that you won't see the sunrise on what they can endure and enjoy moving forward. That's exactly what Anakin did. He sacrificed himself, knowing he would never get to maintain anything, see his son. He knew he would die. Didn't care. That was the sacrifice. So when you bring up Kanan, shit, man, I'm like, yeah, dude, does it get more Star Wars than Kanan's sacrifice? Let's talk about that. Kanan's sacrifice being the pinnacle of what Star Wars storytelling is and why.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Wow, that's deep. I don't think I have the talent or skill to answer that question, other than I just
bunch of 20-year-olds.
That was a great question.
Yeah,
wrong cast.
Wrong audience.
Wrong person to ask. I'm not. I mean,
what was it about that scene, or what was it about Kanan? Because I kind of stepped on you a little. Well, because I love Kanan, and it's my show, so whatever.
There you go.
There you go. You know, I don't really
see how much we mean to you.
It's so funny. Like on this show. Yeah, thanks for the idea. I'm gonna run with it. That's how the show works. But in the background, I'm like, hey Andrew, man, awesome. Yeah, thanks, man. But in the show, I'm like, yeah, Andrew, you suck. No, I love Andrew. He's amazing.
People watching are like, this is real high quality stuff. Get this kid out of here.
This is real life.
No, I mean, I think when you're watching the scene, it just Kanan's blind during the scene, but for a split second, the Force allows him to see, so he can see Hera one more time. I don't know. It's just the little stuff like that in that scene just make it emotional, you know.
Damn, you took it a step further.
I'm not finding the words at the moment to answer that quality of a question, Dr. Dana. My answers are like 480p, and you asked a 1080p question. It's not gonna work. So.
But you're right. Wow. Can we take this a step further and look for more of this? Yeah, dude. Let's take the onion. Let's go. Let's go. So next layer. Okay. Let's add another. Okay. So you just blew this shit open. Okay. If you're not recording, hit record or come back and clip this because I think this is going to be special, folks. Here we go. Didn't even know we were going here. I said nothing more Star Wars-y than sacrifice. Andor. Full of it. Right? Great. And we feel Star Wars-y. OG trilogy. Sacrifice after sacrifice. But ultimately, Anakin sacrifices for his son. Nothing feels more Star Wars-y. Now, in Skywalker's death, his helmet was removed, and he saw his son. No more pure a moment than right then, father-son. That love. I know that's sappy, but stick with me. You brought up Kanan and Hera. For a split moment in the Force, through that act of sacrifice, allowed Kanan's sight to be restored to see Hera. As is, in one moment of pure compassion and love. I don't know if it's meant that way, but can we think of other sacrifices like that? Oh, I don't know, and you're going to hate me for it. There's something that I have to do, but I don't feel like I have the strength to do it. Okay. He kills Han in sacrifice, but while he falls even deeper to the dark side, you see the moment where there's something else there, a deeper love for his son. And then ultimately, when he revisits his daddy in his mind, it's the look, it's the spot on. I like soup. Or no, wait, it's good soup. So we can take that another step further. Obi-Wan Kenobi sacrificed himself, but there was a moment where he turns and looks, and without me getting emotional because I'm a big sappy wuss, and he sees Leia and Luke together for the very first time since they were born.
Dang, I never thought of it like that.
And his eyes were opened. He was allowed to see something pure in love and compassion. And then he sacrificed himself. Like this, I'd love to Google this, Lore Master, and see if anyone else is probably. I can't be the first to kind of stumble onto that. I'm sure there's more. Like if we can think about it. Luthen did not wake up after his sacrifice, did he? No.
I don't believe so. I don't remember him.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Andor at the very end. It's not Andor, Rogue One. At the very end, there's a moment of sacrifice. They know they're going to die. They share a look and a gaze with each other, not of an emotion of what Eros love, right? It's just this super deep, more than platonic, but not romantic kind of love and compassion. Dude, this is all over Star Wars. Man. I don't know, man. That sucks. Now I'm like kind of down because like in a way I feel like I want to look at this more. Does that?
Hey, you know what? That could be.
What about the Acolyte? What?
It could be a next week's show.
Next week's show, digging into the theory here of nothing's more Star Warsy than sacrifice and vision.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm being.
That is a fire.
I mean, I'm sick next week, but that's
Yeah, right there. We'll put that hashtag there, right next to spit on my book.
No, spit on my dominion. That's the best
Sith
one.
On my
Sith
dominion.
on my dominion.
Sith on my dominion. Oh, that's not very.
Whoa, that has a little hot Tua resonance to it.
That is a little. You know what?
Sith on my dominion.
I can't.
Man, okay, we may have the hashtag for the shirts now, guys, but I don't know with my new, push for my new side gig of personal coaching if this is going to be appropriate. So
I'm walking around with
you got to highlight that and throw it out
I'm walking
there.
around with a cross necklace on with a shirt that says Sith on my dominion. That's counter.
That might be contradicting. Yeah.
We'll
pen in that. Yeah. I love that you used Kanan, kind of circling back to the original question. We might dig into that next week. Spooky, you want to dig into that with us next week?
Hey, Spooky,
about this whole kind of cross sacrifice and looking and these moments of compassion and weird, like, I don't know. Might talk about it next week. If you're on, please. Anyways, what's up?
Sorry to break it to you, Spooky, asking about the merch. What Dana will do is he'll make a bunch of cool merch, and then you'll ask for it, and he'll say, well, they can't make it. And then he just suddenly has more merch.
Hey, that is truth. That happened. I made some shirts to wear for.
To be fair,
I found Sith Dominion merch online, which is funny.
Did someone AI make it?
Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
This is very important.
Let me see if I can find it again.
If you look up Darth Marta and the Sith Dominion, you'll find some reference to my character from that old role-playing shit I used to do.
I remember that. I remember going on the forum that you were on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was called the Sith Dominion.
Nice.
Like I totally, because I own the name and I went and grabbed it again. Those guys still RP. I'll give a shout out to them. Give me a second, man. I got you.
I will. Spooky, if you make merch, I will definitely pick that up.
Oh, heck cool. Yeah. Here we go. New Sith Brotherhood. Oh, New Sith Brotherhood's gone.
Oh, that's.
Oh no. Wahaba.
I was on that forum like last year.
No, you weren't.
No, like I was looking around. I saw your account. And I started looking at what you were saying. It was kind of cringy.
We were like, "Hey guys, I got a show now." That stuff.
No.
Yeah. Oh,
The stuff. Actual RP. Darth Marta walks into the room menacingly.
Yeah, it's cringy, but it's RP. Like you have to do. That's how you have to write it. Like you're writing it like you're directing a script. Like you have to, and everything is so precise.
Holy crap! It's on a website, TV Tropes, that has all about it.
Really?
Yeah.
All your merchandise.
You want to share screen because that might be funny. I'll talk about that for a minute. If I could figure out, I guess, where these guys are now, I'll put it up there on our page because they're a lot of fun, man. Yeah, no, I'm with you, Spooky. I can't take RP seriously sometimes. But we would do these whole missions. Like Dana is the
Princess Leia. You have to rescue Princess Leia in the Golden Bikini kind of missions.
Did it swap?
Yeah, but it's
because
tiny.
you can't. You're not sharing screen. Why don't you just share screen?
Okay.
Yeah, it's too tiny. It's too small, Zane.
Oh, hey, it's not about the size. It's not about.
I can't even tell what it says.
It's not about the size of the screen, Dr. Dana. It's about what that screen can do.
Hey, ayo! Look at that. Boom. What does that say? I can't even read that. It's so small. Can you zoom in?
I can read it just fine.
Okay, here we go. Oh, late. See, this was before. This was after me. New Sith Brotherhood.
Yeah, but it ended in late 2018. It talks about shells.
Oh, Zeus. Oh my God! I was on the phone with that guy one night. I was really angry because he had left, and then he came, and we were doing just fine, and then he came back. It was so silly. We're just bunch of adults getting all crazy. I still have people I talk to from this group, man, that I'm still friends with.
That's crazy.
And this group was from all over the world, London, Australia, etc. Like it was fun. I'm looking to see. You should probably do a quick Control F and look for Marta. See if they mention him anywhere in here.
Oh no. No.
Do they?
No.
They don't?
Yeah, they don't. It happens.
It was after me. Like I said, this was New Sith Brotherhood was after me. We were the Sith Dominion.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, it's fun. I still have all of the PHP data for it. Oh, you're there. How did you get there?
There was a link and I clicked it.
What is the link?
I don't know.
Dude, put the link. Put the link. We're totally
link to free hot samples in your area.
No,
What are you doing?
I just copied the thing. I was trying to search, but I don't.
I copied the thing with the thing.
Not letting me.
I used the thing, and I did the thing with the thing.
Well, Zane's used to clicking weird links, so he was like, eh.
Yeah, I figured it'd be fine.
The virus just pops up on his screen.
Oh, okay.
That looks like Dr. Dana.
Okay.
That looks like Dr. Dana a little bit.
Kidding me.
Marta's in there. Lord Marta, not Darth Marta.
Ooh, let's see what his password is.
Hold up. I don't remember. I don't remember if I said anything for this.
I'm in. I'll get it. Here we go. I'll share. I'm in here.
Bet.
All right.
You found it?
I can't believe we're gonna talk about this too. Yeah, but like you guys are like throwing me in the back here, man. Like taking me way back. Yeah, not very active anymore, man. I miss you all. Yeah. Oh, Darth Reaver. This dude's from London, UK, somewhere like that. Hey, Darth Zeus Reaver. Lucifer, Exilus. Exilus used to be he was my first apprentice. Look at me getting all excited. Yeah, man. They don't do much anymore around here. That sucks. So yeah, you do a search here. Do you have to log in or?
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to figure out what my password was.
How do you log in?
You enter your username and password.
Where? Oh, right here. Let's see. Oh yeah, hell yeah, dude. Go. Let's go.
Dude, none of my passwords are working.
There we are. We're in. Okay. So we search for Darth Marta. I'm sure they got some stuff here from the past. What to search? At least one of these words.
I just did, yeah.
Oh, why am I all caps? Oh, I must have been playing a video game earlier. Yep. All right. Wow.
Back in the day.
That is crazy, guys. Wow. All right. Nobody cares. Oh. Witches betrayed. Story arc, blah, blah, blah. Brotherhood threat from he recently returned Marta to assassinate the ruling members of the Knights. Says, yes. That's right. Kill it. Oh. Likewise, there have been High Marshals Vicious, who I still talk to on Facebook. Darth Marta. The Battle of Teth. Dude, Snowfall campaign. Oh my God, this is totally taking me back, man.
Back in the day.
Look, Lord Marta temporarily took the position as House Lord in House Zeos. Yeah. Dark Council. This was so much fun. Oh yeah. Here we go. Oh, that wasn't me. Who's this?
Yes.
Was that one of my
Was it?
people? Anyways, well, nobody cares. All right. Anyways, this was that was so much fun, man. I would just help me as a creative outlet. There really isn't. I mean, it's the equivalent of, I guess, blog or whatever you did, like video shorts, and it's just that's what we did as our creative outlet back then.
Sit around on the computer
and like D&D character sheets. We had perks, skills, whatever. It was pretty insane, man.
You know what? I just got Spooky's joke in the chat, and I am
Which one?
Andrew has heard that one a lot. It's
that was a while ago.
Yeah.
News travels slow. All right.
Well, when you're got the like I've said what's wrong with me before. You want to hear?
What?
Okay. On the left side of my brain, there's nothing right. And on the right side of my brain, there's nothing left.
That was funny.
I could while away the hours. Sorry.
That was 8 minutes ago.
Yeah, that was thank you. There are timestamps there, and the fact you state that, Spooky, makes that even funnier.
Yeah, I know. I just did not look at the chat. I was looking up stuff.
The chat is on fire tonight, ladies.
While Dana was looking at this role-playing thing that I've never even heard of, I was looking at other stuff, so I wasn't looking at the chat.
Oh, good. Whatever. Look, back to this. So, Zane, outside of Thrawn, what character was intriguing to you from the show? Was there any character that stood out outside of Abeloth? Though that wasn't in Rebels. That was in Clone Wars.
Very interesting. Okay, well, I mean Thrawn, but
how about that's the given? Okay, that's the given.
Yeah. It is the given because that's a lot to think about. Kanan was a great answer. Great answer. Not my answer because I don't want to copy, but great answer.
While you're thinking, I have a question. How about what they did with Maul?
What they did with Maul?
Do you like what they did with Maul?
Oh yeah, no, it was perfect. It was a good end. We got to see the entirety of Maul go from mystery, very evil, and Phantom Menace, and then Clone Wars. He was crazy, but he almost became more human. And then at the very end, like you could see.
Yeah, dude, Sam Witwer nailed that craziness. You're right. Wow. Yeah, Maul was I was a surprise that they would add that.
It came out of nowhere. Like I
Yeah,
wasn't expecting it.
and maybe that's what we maybe when we as fans expect a character, we expect Boba Fett. Boba Fett's return was cool. I didn't have a problem with it in The Mandalorian. The Book of Boba Fett, terrible.
It was mid.
And that's disappointing because I, along with many people, just loved the character and wanted to see him on the screen more. And wanted to see, maybe that's what it was, where we said, we just want to see him on screen more. And they were like, okay, well, here's a steaming pile of Boba Fett. Enjoy. That's kind of how you wanted Boba Fett. Here's Boba Fett. That was ridiculous. Yeah, Rebels, I thought did a good job of as I was kind of tracking, exploring the Force in a way that helped a new generation learn of the Force. Really, Ezra's struggles were not unique, right? Like he was a relatable character. Would you agree? That you don't have to be a Jedi to relate to freaking Ezra. That's the question. I don't even think you guys are. I think you're frozen. You guys aren't even listening. No, I saw Andrew's eyes.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with your point, Dr. Dana.
That's what you're paid to do. Awesome. No bonus though, because you're
Honestly,
giving no.
I disagree, but I'm not gonna say why. You know,
because Thrawn.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about Ezra, I think it. He's a likable character. Don't get me wrong. Do I relate to him?
No.
Nah. I mean, well, and the reason I say that, not that he's not an interesting character, he's got a different background and upbringing than I do. So.
Yeah, Luthal's a long way away.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I think young Ezra is less annoying than young Ahsoka.
Really?
Are you really gonna breach that topic?
Wow.
We keep going down different rabbit. We just keep peeling layers of the onion. I just figured, why not? Why not?
I don't know. Young Ezra just was annoying.
I mean, look, don't get me wrong. He had his moments, but he wasn't going around
like
calling people. He wasn't going around going, but master, like, you know, it wasn't. And I like Ahsoka, so I'm just saying.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I've met Ahsoka, so.
All right, Dave Filoni.
Okay, brother. Okay. You go to one con.
We went to one.
Hey, I've also met Kenobi.
Have you met Bluey? Huh? You met Bluey?
And Bluey. We got pictures with Bluey.
I've met the voice actor for Bluey.
That's not what I said.
We met actual Bluey.
And Bingo.
And Bingo. That's right.
Y'all know way more about Bluey than I do. So.
Bluey.
That was yeah, but none of them were as cool as a Mr. Timothy Zahn.
I don't even want to hide myself anymore.
Don't hide behind the chair. Here's the thing.
I'll do that for just this week, and then I
have a question about Thrawn.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Emperor's chair that he's sitting in, right?
No.
No. No, because see, the Emperor's chair is
What was Thrawn's end goal? What is it? What was his vision? What was his end goal? What did Thrawn want to achieve? Was he wanting to usurp the Emperor, or was he just wanting to establish himself as the best at his craft? Help me understand the mind of Thrawn in 2 sentences. Just kidding. Take the time you need. I just think I think for the listeners, and I think where you're going to go with this, but I think it's important that he's not a Sith. He's not trying to take over the Empire in that way. Like, what is his motivation and what is he trying to accomplish?
So it was never about being more powerful, taking over whatever, usurping another leader. It almost felt like a game to him. If you read a lot of the Chiss Ascendancy books, gives a lot of insight into his thoughts on a lot of this stuff. And granted, that's before he was in the Empire, but I mean, he was sent away, quote unquote, kicked out from the Chiss Ascendancy to realistically spy on the Empire and see what was going on. He got into a higher place of government to see what was going on, but it gave him a chance to learn, show his talents, and that's all he really cared about was learning. He is what a student should be. He cares about learning, perfecting, learning.
Okay, but that doesn't tell me his end game. What's his
end
game?
That is his end game, to learn.
He's in games just to learn.
Well, honestly, I haven't read the last book of Chiss Ascendancy just because they're long and I'm busy. But from what I gather, I really felt like he was going to he had no fight against the Emperor, but now that the Emperor is gone, his endgame easily take control of whatever's there. And I could see him either taking over the Ascendancy, right? Or improving the Ascendancy, you could say that way. I think everything, he's going to go back home eventually. That's what his endgame is.
And this is different than how we're introduced to Thrawn in the Legends, right? Like, totally different story.
Mm-hmm.
Because they find, like, he's in a cliff when they find him, right? In the old books. He's spying on, was it Luke?
I think so. It's been a while since I did that.
Yeah, it's been a long time. So yeah, if the introduction of him's even different, I tried to start reading that first one. I think I gave it back to you. I got it on an audio book.
You did not give it back.
Okay, well, I still have it. I haven't finished it.
I think it's signed.
It's in Dana's car. That's where it is.
Yeah, it's in the back seat.
Oh, well. I think that one's not signed, I think.
All right.
He's a
Thrawn is a pretty bad. Go ahead.
I just said he's a cool character.
He is. Really cool character. I had another instance of Star Wars sacrifice, a look, and a moment of compassion and love. When
don't say
Kylo Ren sacrifices himself.
Thank you. I will take that one over Ezra any day.
Kylo Ren sacrificing himself for Rey. They have an eye-locking moment. The kiss is irrelevant. They have an eye-locking moment, and there is this love, connection, compassion, and the Force allowing one last moment of goodness and hope before they pass.
They kiss.
And I really think the more we dig, we're going to see more of this. And I don't know if it's intentional, but it certainly has happened several times. And I should probably have somebody associated with Sith Dominion maybe do a video cut of all the examples for me, because that would be awesome. All the examples of moments where in sacrifice there's a connection, eye contact, and this sense of love and compassion. So, yeah. I don't know. Oh my God!
Golly.
Darth Maul's death. And when Darth Maul dies for real,
They held hands and kissed. I remember
they
that.
they absolutely do not. No, but he collapses onto Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan's holding him up. They look at each other. Is he the chosen one? He like a moment of compassion and hope and
I know, Spooky, right?
Sacrifice. Like Jeez. I'm telling you, this is a thing. Oh my God.
We'll go over it next.
Hey,
all right.
I actually got
next week's episode.
I got to see a live interaction between
Sorry, man,
Kenobi
I got excited, Spooky.
and Darth Maul. It was pretty cool.
That's okay. Congrats.
Yeah, Spooky. Dana just likes to yell at random moments.
Man, I got excited. There's another one. Jeez. They're all over the place.
Unconsensual yelling.
The not Valerian Empire. What's the empire in SWTOR where the twin brother sacrificed?
Oh my God!
Yes,
Eternal Empire.
And you see that look and the compassion and the hope of I'm sorry in this thing in this moment of oh my God, dude.
That was good.
It's a thing. All right, you heard it here first, folks. Spooky, be prepared next week. Give me an example. You can use one that we've already used. It's
be prepared
because that might be all of them. I don't know.
We will have homework on it after the episode is done.
I know. Who wants homework? God, this is dumb. Really? I've been so happy that we don't have outlines anymore, Dana. Yeah. It keeps us on task. But as you see, we're at an hour and a half and we didn't even try. So we had to try hard that first 30 minutes. But
yeah.
You know what I love about this episode?
What do you love about this episode?
It's really a nothing burger. I don't know how we made an hour and a half. we talked about everything and nothing.
It's crazy.
It's a show about nothing.
You know we did? This was like a meeting about the show.
It's like a pre-prod meeting. Absolutely.
After every point, Dana's like, next week's show. This, and I'm like, what about this week's show?
Man, we used to have pre-production meetings for my other podcast, and we would do that on, I guess, Tuesdays or whatever, and then we'd have Thursdays would be our show. But we needed them because we had a guest every single week, a special guest that we would interview and whatever. We don't have that here. Because now Andrew just is like assimilated into the group. So
I know I became.
Will be here next week.
You know why I'm here? Here's why I'm a part of the group. It's just to fill in the space on the bottom so that it looks better.
I agree.
I was about to say I appreciate you filling the space on the bottom, but I'm not going to say that.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just leave that alone.
I'm like this. I'm like this. Like the sixth man. Think about like the bench.
Manu Ginobili was an amazing sixth man. So
yes, but I'm nowhere near.
And you are no Manu Ginobili.
I am no Manu Ginobili. No, I am not. I'm the sixth man no one's ever heard of.
Yes, Air Bud. All right.
Yeah.
That's a movie I've never seen, and I think I'm okay never seeing it. So
what? A New Legacy?
Air Bud.
Oh, Air Bud. That is Air. No, I'm not even close to Air Bud skills.
It's a good movie, and
no, it's not. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. I watched it when I was a kid.
Air Bud.
Air Bud. Yeah, and there's Air Bud 2. There's Air Bud 3. There's.
I thought the dog died or something.
It was like Beethoven.
No, that's Old Yeller.
Dogs.
No, it's Old Yeller. Jeez. All right. What do you got going on, Zane, this next week or so?
That is a great question. We have nothing until July 25th. Buck's Backyard in Buda, Texas. We're opening up for Mike Ryan, right? Big show. That's it. Oh, wait. I just saw this. I think we just got a gig without them telling us. October 2nd, we're playing at Cheatham Street Warehouse.
Cheatham. It's been a while since you guys been there.
Yeah. That would have been cool.
Local boys doing good, playing the local spot. Yeah.
Yeah, they never said anything about it. That's cool.
Isn't that weird how, like, it's harder to get gigs locally than it is out of town?
Nah.
Okay.
We do charge
when you're a Celtic band, that was the case.
We do charge a lot, so not surprised.
Are you worth it?
I mean, You've seen what I can do.
That's not an answer.
Do you think we're worth it? Unbiased opinion.
What else you got going on, Zane, this week? No. Yes, absolutely. It's in my liked songs right there next to Mistletoe by Justin Bieber. Like I love them all, man.
It is
the heck.
Yeah. I guess if any other person is into Overwatch, where is it? We have our next monthly tournament through GG going the 12th through the 13th. That's coming up. So
you can use our channel for promotion, Zane. So if you want to tag us or whatever, I'll share it or whatever. Repost. Yeah, let us know.
But 12th through the 13th, sign-ups and the 11th, so a few days from now. If you don't care, then just message me and I'll send you the Twitch whenever we live stream it. That's about it.
Careful when Zane sends you links. I'll just
my links just because it says
are you gonna
o.gl/bit.ly. I don't know.
Just because it says find free viewers.
Just pop your ad in the events tab in the events.
I already have the save. Just message me here. Honestly,
all right.
See
Whatever.
the scroller on the bottom. Just message me there, and I'll let y'all know.
Cool. First 10 people to message Zane will get a Sith on My Dominion shirt from Dr. Dana.
Yes, I agree. Please message me.
My God, I cannot believe this is happening. Sith on My Dominion. What do you got going on, Andrew?
Everything and anything. Last night on MCU Monday on the Feast of Fandoms YouTube channel, we discussed the Ironheart finale, part 2 of the 6 episodes. Interesting. Go check that out. This Thursday night on the Cantina Happy Hour, and these episodes have been doing surprisingly well. We are discussing season 1, episode 9 of Clone Wars. It's an episode with Asajj and Ahsoka. It's like their lightsaber duel. I don't remember the title of the episode, but oh well. So that'll be a lot of fun. Sunday night on the Cam and Focus YouTube channel, we will be discussing, this is how we're pitching it, Steven Seagal's lowest rated movie on IMDb with a 2.7 out of 10, Attack Force.
I don't think I've seen that one.
That is the movie we will be discussing. It is the most generic movie in the world. And then, of course, I will be back here next Tuesday to fill up space. I'm like a seat filler at the Oscars for the show.
Getting a little ahead of yourself, aren't you?
I'm not even promoted to a seat filler. Wow. All right. So yeah, that's all I got.
Awesome. Go check out those shows. Yeah. I realize
I don't think I do enough shows. I got to do more.
Yeah.
Is that right?
No. Oh man.
Yeah, at some point, like you'll get a real job and you won't be able to do all these shows. You know that, right?
I can do as long as I don't work nights. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you'll end up working nights. No, so on the GNN channel where we began, we had 44 episodes.
Wow.
And we are now at 87. So we have what I don't know. Do the math. Is that
more shows on this channel?
43 shows on this channel.
Oh.
So one more show and we will be at, or maybe it's 42.
Hey, whatever. You know what'd be even cooler is if you hit 100 subscribers on that show.
I would love to hit 100 subscribers before the end of the evening.
Hey, Dana, you know what you can do? Just go create 3 new Google accounts.
Yeah, I know, right?
Have them all.
Get some bots to help me.
Yeah.
Do we call it our Independence Day or Independence episode?
Independence episode?
Yeah. It's the day.
No,
the episode we gained independence. One. No?
It wasn't that bad. Oh my goodness. I remember our pre-show meetings though. It was like Cameron was like, the fucking fad. Like he was so put out, poor guy. Whenever I'd have to, hey guys, we're gonna have to do this during these. He hated it. And I did too, but You know, it was Dave's channel, and it's cool, man. Like, he gave me a shot. I would have done this on my own without it. It was good. I had the opportunity to have the channel there that I could launch from and meet folks like you, David Furr, Lego Vader. For those of you that don't know, he just popped on and said hi again on.
And then there's me.
That, and then there's you. You know, go check out all those shows. Logs and Lights, Captain's Logs and Lightsabers.
They had just had it. I forgot. They just had a new episode drop today. Their monthly episode. War of the Stars has a new episode tomorrow.
War of the Stars? Yeah, it's Jonathan and what's his name over there?
No, that's Captain's Log and Lightsabers.
That's Captain's Log and Lightsabers. Sorry.
War of the Stars is Mark, Garrett, and Brian.
Garrett. Sorry, Garrett was on our show. Yes, Mark was too. Mark was on our show too.
And Brian. Brian was on the show once.
Brian was on the show as well. Yeah, we've had them each on individually. That's right.
Yeah.
Man, we gotta start getting some guests in. I'm just, it's not that I'm lazy. I just don't.
It's time consuming. You know, from past experience, if you just say their name 3 times, they will appear on show.
Janae.
It's got to be one person. It can't be multiple.
I'm gonna keep interrupting then.
Oh man,
she's not showing up this time. We've had Janae on. We've had David on. We've had everybody on from that crew. I don't think we've ever had Cam on though. I don't think we've had
Cam was on last week.
No,
no, I didn't mean. No, I don't think you have.
I don't think I have.
You know what? You know what? I just thought of a great episode. Okay,
we're gonna do a crossover, some movie, something. Okay, go ahead. I'd do a Cam and Focus crossover. That'd be fun.
I was gonna say,
go ahead.
Last Jedi debate between your Cam and our Cam. Because our Cam, that's his favorite Star Wars movie.
What?
Shut the front.
I'm being
no way. I'm looking at you, Cam. No way.
Cam would shut down. I think he would crash out.
I'm being serious.
I'm not even joking. I think
we have to schedule.
Dude, those are 2 very strong personalities. It would be.
We have. You know, we would be backstage. It would literally just be them.
Revenge of the Sith, I think, right? Is his favorite? Is Cam's favorite?
The Last Jedi.
Either that or it's a OT movie.
I'm pretty sure it's episode 3.
That would be the debate of the century.
But he's a huge ROTJ guy too because of Luke. Like, he's a huge Luke fan.
I love Return. It's my favorite one.
Return of the Jedi is my favorite, hands down. I would absolutely scalp every one of those stupid teddy bears. But outside of that, it is. Anyways, it is my favorite.
Almost 100%. A year ago, it was Empire Strikes Back, and then Revenge of the Sith.
What happened?
Go ahead.
Oh, I don't know what happened. That's just the last time we did it.
Oh, I thought you meant like a year ago it was this, but today.
I don't know if it is.
I prefer Acolytes episode 3.
I prefer Acolytes season 3.
Star Wars P.
Mine used to be Revenge, but Return I kept going back to that. I was like, nope. I feel something different when I watch Return of the Jedi.
Dude. Okay.
No.
Well, okay. I know we're trying to wrap up, but man, you have been on point with getting me started tonight for sure. Listen, you're right. When I'm a grown ass man watching episode 1, 2, and 3, slide right into 4, 5, and 6. By the time I get to 6, I'm a freaking wreck. I'm a wreck because emotionally, Luke Skywalker, oh my God, like, he literally gives the Emperor the finger in the most amazingly Jedi compassionate way you can. I'm not going to be who you think I am. I'm going to be who I know I am. And I am who I am because of my father before me. Not this piece of mechanical whatever that I could have destroyed and didn't, but the man inside. Like, when you have all of that we now have of Anakin, Clone Wars, and Ahsoka now, and all these things, and you go and revisit Return of the Jedi, that shit is on point, and it hits in the feels every stinking time. Sorry, you made me go off again, dude.
No, hey, my apologies. That's what I'm here for. It's an assist. I'm assisting you.
Full over here dropping dimes.
Yeah,
no, man.
But no, I mean, I
Jedi.
don't know. It just Return is and I would say, like, and I've said this before, and I've told people this. There's a difference between best and favorite. Okay,
that is true.
I think Empire, and there's a couple of versions of it. I think Empire is the best Star Wars movie. My favorite is Return. And I think the best looking Star Wars movie is The Last Jedi, and it's not even close, in my opinion.
I thought Rise of Skywalker was better.
Okay.
Like like looking Star Wars? The lightsaber battles in that?
Well, okay, the lightsaber battles are cool, but I mean,
the soundtrack was kind of on point for what it was. The sound effects were good. Just the details, the animation, just looking wise, I thought.
What a Redditor opinion!
Listen,
I mean,
if you're, how are you not putting Episode 3 in number 2? I don't. Okay, best movie or favorite movie? I understand what you're saying, and Empire, but I would put Episode 3 above Empire
any day.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
On
He's
best,
I like
favorite,
opinion, but it's invalid.
I like the point, but it's invalid. That's just me.
No, because I like Revenge of the Sith. Dude, when I was watching that in the
cinematography, theater, CGI integration.
Here's what I'll say. I do go back and forth. It depends on the day you ask me between Empire and Revenge of the Sith on what is the better one, because I go back and forth all the time, because I do love Revenge of the Sith. Seeing that in the theaters was incredible. It was awesome. So I like the movie. So
does that
I'm just saying this
hit you differently with all of the backstory that we have on Obi-Wan and Anakin? Seeing,
dude, that's powerful.
That you were my brother, Anakin. Like, that line hits way different today than it did even 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Zane, what do you think?
I just like Revenge of the Sith. It's just, I mean, I get my favorite thing for like 10 to 15 minutes of the entire movie, which is lightsaber fight.
The lightsaber.
Yeah, that is the best lightsaber.
That is probably, if you had to pick one
outside of
scene, if you had to pick one scene in the entirety of Star Wars to just show to someone, like, that would be the scene I do, just because it's huge lightsaber fight.
Luke and Vader lightsaber duel and Empire, or Anakin and Obi-Wan and Revenge of the Sith.
That's hard. That's tough because
I take that back. Luke and Vader and Return of the Jedi.
There you go.
Oh,
and then Anakin Obi-Wan.
That's Return of the Jedi, and I say that because of the emotion.
Yeah.
In Luke, and versus the emotion during the saber fight that made the impact for me in those two duels. And Luke's emotion for me was greater than what I saw from the Obi-Wan and Anakin one.
I think it all boils down to relatability for a lot of people. Like, I can't foresee myself getting very emotional and fighting my dad almost to knowing that I might have to almost kill him, but I can totally see having to be a big brother and put my foot down and say, no, you're not doing this, So I don't know if that's the same for y'all, but that's kind of what it is for me. I'm more able to relate.
No, I agree. I get what
Obi-Wan than.
Yeah.
What about you, Ken? I was about to call you Ken. what about you, Andrew?
I'm telling you, sixth man. I'm telling you.
Which one? Which saber fight?
Oh no, I asked the question. I don't answer the question.
Yeah, you do.
I asked the question.
No, you're the guy that always asks because you have an answer and you just want to.
Yeah. I mean, the moderator always asks the question. So,
Mr. Trump, your 2 minutes are up. I'm almost done.
I'm almost done. Yeah. Yeah, I'm almost done. It's the best answer to the best question. Let's see.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, golly, that's I asked a tough question. Okay, I will say from an entertaining standpoint of, I would say Anakin and Obi-Wan, and there's meaning and emotion there too. But I think the Luke and Vader one on Return of the Jedi has more emotion behind it, because Luke is not. If he has to kill Vader, he does not start that fight with the intention of killing Vader, but he's fighting him because he has to, because Vader's fighting him. But Luke at this point is like at the peak of his skills. And so he's not. I'm not saying that he could necessarily beat Vader, but he's not fighting him from a standpoint of, I'm going to kill an Empire, for sure. He's trying to, because he doesn't know that's his dad, but he's trying to redeem, have his dad be redeemed and everything. And so I don't know where I was going with that, but oh well.
I feel like we could spend a whole episode on just that saber fight between Luke and Vader. And there's the moment whenever he says, especially for sister, you have a twin sister, his failure is complete, blah, blah, blah. And he says, Luke comes out, never, and starts swinging. And he's, and he kind of is surprised. He was looking in the wrong space. So good on you, Luke. You're force projecting over here, whatever you were doing. But something happened in that second, because we have never, correct me if I'm wrong, Lore Master, never seen Vader in full retreat mode like he was in that moment.
The only thing that I could think of would have been possibly Kenobi, but even then.
And that would have been retcon, like something from like that they inserted, because that wasn't real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I know what you're talking about. And he was defensive, but it was defensive looking for an opening. Like he was playing sabers.
The only thing, and that's the only really big fight we see on the screen where he gets heavily damaged. Other than, I think that one time in Rebels, yeah.
Yeah.
But even then, he wasn't even retreating there. That was just, he was for it.
And maybe I'm misremembering, but I watch this movie 80 times a year. So, like, at the moment he says never and comes at him, and from then on, it's full defense mode. And I want to make an assumption so bad that he had a reckoning in that moment when he realized he had a daughter as well. And yeah, she can turn to the dark side if you won't. But he was saying that to goad him. I think there was a moment, and only Lucas would know this, where it was, holy shit, I have a daughter? I mean, my son is my son, but I have a daughter, and I lost my mom, and I lost Padme. I can't lose another daughter. Hold on. Oh shit, we're in the middle of all this. I for the first time don't have an answer on what I'm supposed to do. I'm in full defensive mode. That's some theory for you. I don't know.
He's not just defensive in action, but in mind as well.
Yes, 100% retreat, fight or flight. He had compassion at the surface, which we saw bubbling and boiling several times in conversation with Luke. Your thoughts betray you, Father. That's why you're not taking me to your emperor now. Like, he was struggling, and then that moment, he thought he was going to be a smart ass and be like, sister. And it hit him. Oh, shit. And look, when you're a father, if you're ever a father, when a man has a daughter, that's like a whole nother thing happens to him, where it's, my daughter will be strong, take care of herself, whatever. Yeah. But that's my baby girl. Like, and with Anakin's history of women in his life dying or leaving, Ahsoka leaving. Maybe there was a little something there. I don't. There definitely was a moment where they looked at each other at the end.
100%.
All right, I'll digress and end the show because now we've gone an extra 30 minutes that we didn't intend to. Thanks,
Hey,
Andrew, for setting Dana in motion.
Hey, you know what? It's what I do best.
Heck yeah.
Literally, my bio says best at making Dana go off track.
Yeah. Yeah, no Cam, and I'm locked in. What do you think about that? Just kidding, Cam. We miss you, brother. Miss you, brother.
You gotta come back so I can take the week off, bud.
We do. We gotta get rid of Andrew. So come back.
Yeah.
Like I remember. Hey, Andrew, you think you could join the show? Fill it out. Sure. We get on. There's 5 people. Like I don't need you now, but I'm not gonna tell him I don't need you now. Get off the show. Like, yeah. What are you gonna do?
Oh man. No. If you ever were like, dude, get off the show, I'd be like, all right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
I'll
like
just go talk with my buddies on. It's fine.
I'll boot him. All right. That's it. We've gone through all the stuff and things. We had a great time tonight. I did anyways. I appreciate the engagement. Spooky Jawa, keep it up. FO, good to see you again.
Nothing burger of
I
an
don't remember
episode.
who else was in there, but thank you. And go check out Star Wars Galaxies. We'll see you guys next week. Remember, kids, peace is a lie. There's only passion. Good night.